On May 17, 2004, Massachusetts became the first state to legalize same-sex marriage. The Arlington Human Rights Commission celebrated the 10-year anniversary of marriage equality.
Margaret Mead said, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has."
David, what brings you here today?
Well, it's the 10th anniversary, and I think it's important that we continue to talk, sort of one conversation at a time, about marriage equality. My husband and I were part of the original lawsuit, but since then we've just been really educating, advocating, and in some cases being an activist to make sure that people understand why we wanted to get married and what the benefits are for us today.
According to the United States General Accounting Office, there are over 1,000 benefits, rights, and protections provided to married couples under federal law, including tax exemptions, Social Security and health care benefits, and legal recognition as next of kin. These legal rights can make all the difference to same-sex couples, especially during an emergency.
And when we arrived at the hospital emergency room, I was told, "You are not next of kin. We are not going to give you any information about this man." I was finally told that my partner was dead on arrival and had expired about 3 p.m. that afternoon. From that day forward, I fully understood the absolute need for legal protections for same-sex couples.
May 17th, 2004 was like the beginning of a new chapter in our lives. We both took the day off from work so we could go with so many others to town hall to apply for a marriage license. People took their children out of school so they could witness their parents applying for a marriage license. Now their families could be just like all the other families.
Since 2004, 16 states and the District of Columbia have legalized same-sex marriage, according to USA.gov. Advocates for marriage equality say that the remaining 33 states must do the same.
Well, I think for all the states that do not have marriage equality, that's the next step, and it's wonderful to think that the federal government has made it much more possible for all these other states to be equal with Massachusetts in marriage equality.
Young and old, black and white, Dems and Republicans, I think there's just more of a coalition that's been built over the last 10 years.
From Arlington Public News, this is Aaron Walk.